Well, hello there. Welcome to Advanced Automation version 2, episode 3. I am in another Guardian lair, as you can see. But this one is mine. This one is one of our other members. nexxon has wanted a lair of his own, so he started to clear out a garden farm as well. As you can see, that he's using as a little base. So that's our second Guardian lair. But this week I talked about the fact that I wanted to show you guys a failure. That failure came to be because of signs. We had one of the signs telling me that I was going to a skeleton spawner, a dual skeleton spawner, and we needed white dye, and therefore we wanted to get some bone meal. And in order to get that, that's nice. In order to get that, I decided to go and quickly turn this farm, this double spawner, into a double skeleton spawner farm. And somebody already did a little work. So I dug out a bunch of trenches, I started decorating it, and nexxon started making the trident killer. However, it is not a dual skeleton spawner. It is in fact a dual cave spider spawner. And yeah, so everything, as you can see, made to be skeleton spawner. However, if you look down there, those are cave spiders. On the other side of this wall, let me break it open real quick. Here's the spawner, and we made all of this water go all in one direction, and turned out cave spiders. I didn't check them. It's my mistake. So we're leaving the decoration as they are, and we adjusted the farm. So we added magma blocks left and right, and it works quite good as well. Got a little maintenance area right here. I died here earlier. Unfortunately, I lost all my stuff because one of these blocks was broken, and about 100, maybe more, cave spiders crawled into this little space. And when I came down the ladder to go turn on the trident killer, they just insta-killed me. I went from full health to none in literally a second. So let's turn this thing on. But as you can see, we're getting resources from it. A fire truck was AFKing here earlier, and everything seems to work pretty nicely. Except I, of course, found the bug and died from it. But it's a rather simple farm. But the fact that I failed so incredibly hard at identifying that they were cave spider spawners instead of stupid skeleton made me design this whole thing. Spent not a lot of time, just spent about 2 hours digging all of this out and making it skeleton based. It turns out it was a cave spider spawner, which brings me to, yes, we have a double skeleton spawner, and I most likely am gonna make the exact same decoration, however with a cave spider. Alright, well, I'm gonna take you guys over to the next farm. I'll be right back. As you can see, I flew over back to, went back to spawn, and here we are. This is a trading hall right here. And these guys want to trade some wool. So let's take some wool and let's trade a couple of these guys up. And this is how we are getting our emeralds. Or well, it's one of our main sources of emeralds. I hear you ask. So how do you get the wool then? Because this is a lot of wool. And I agree, this is a lot of wool. And especially if you want to make it all the way around, get all of your wool traded in. But that's also because this is a rather special farm. It is not just a trading hall, but what it also is, sheep ticking, or well, a wool farm. So we have a couple of sheep, as you can see. There's one in that module right there. There's one right there. I believe there's one right here. Where if you go in and out of render distance at the right time, it will dupe, well, it will shear these sheep. And these sheep will have their wools taken off and that wool will be produced. However, because you're out of render distance, it will not actually shear the sheep, and therefore it does not need to grow it back. As long as it's also got access to one of these grass blocks, and basically it's a bug, and that will allow us to get infinite wool. And that infinite wool travels along this little highway here, and it goes all the way back, a couple chunks over to here. It gets put in a shulker box and then delivered to you, and you will get it right over here, as you can see, and you can trade it all the way around. And that is how we get all of our emeralds for our trading. We are still working on a properly good setup to get our books and tools, but currently what we have been using is this right here. It's nothing special. As a matter of fact, it's not that good. However, it does have the books that we need in order to create the tools that we have. And let's get some books real quick and let's do some trading. I need a mending. So here's a mending. Let's build up this shovel, and let's get a efficiency. There we go. Get an efficiency. And I would like a silk touch. Let's see if we have a book for that. Yeah, right here. There we go, silk touch. We'll do that. And that's 2. Oh, I did that wrong, but that's still fine. I've got enough. And there we go. We've got our full shovel. As a matter of fact, it should be the same as this one. And it is. So yeah, that's how we do all of our trading. And that's how we make our tools. And now let's get over to another project I have been working on at the Valley of the Witches. All right, and we're back at Valley of the Witches. This is looking pretty nice. All right, so in the ground right here, I did a little digging. Let's get back down there. As you can see, I have done some digging. I put a beacon in here, which was gifted to me by nexxon. Well, the nether star was. I believe that's a nether star. Yeah, I believe so. And I told you guys that what I wanted to do is I wanted to build this farm over 3x3 chunks. So I started digging it out. And if you want to take a look at how that looks, I made a little time lapse. There is some weird skin issue going on during the time lapse, but you will still see the full progress being made. Alright, and we can't forget about patching this hole back up. There we go. And let me show you guys. Ooh, there's something on fire there. And a little teaser here on the right side. But let's go put that fire out real quick before everything burns down. Oh, we're burning down ourselves. Alright, well, we need some lightning rods, I guess. Anyway, I have already showed you guys a spoiler for the next episode. However, on this episode, I have another spoiler for you guys. Not really a spoiler, but some progress that we've done at spawn. Let me take you guys over to well, not spawn, the witch hut. All right, and we are back here at the Nether hub. So I had some stuff go wrong, as you can see by my levels, but I have recovered since, and we are here at our last stop. As you can see, there's some spoilers there right ahead. So let's go through this portal and see if we get to the right place. Yep, this sure is the right place. All right, so my babies here grew up, and we started to have our chest monster go a little out of hand. As you can see, I have cluttered inventory, so I decided that I was gonna pack up a lot of these shulkers. There's still a lot of items here to be stored, but I decided to quickly make a little storage area. So yeah, we started a storage area, and yes, it's very manual, but it is working to reduce spawn that we have everywhere. All right, so yeah, that's what I wanted to show off right here, and that was a quick little sneak peek, and so yeah, there is some changes coming, and I just wanted to thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment on the video, and we will show off a lot more in episode 4. There's still some exciting things to come up. The same thing for Valley of the Witches. I showed you a spoiler of that, and there's some nice stuff going on there as well right now. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.